Hello, everyone. Once again, we're happy to welcome you all to a live broadcast, 6 Degrees of Connection. The 6 Degrees of Connection is part of a global project, Creative Society, initiated by ALLATRA International Public Movement participants who have been asking people all around the world what kind of a world they want to live in, and the model of a creative society that would meet the needs of every person on Earth. I would also like to introduce my co-host today, Aduenke from Nigeria. Hello, Aduenke. Aduenke, hello, can you hear us? You can turn on your microphone, please.
Good afternoon, everybody from the Nigerian time.
So our topic today is what is a creative society? And today we're happy to welcome 4 amazing guests, or whoever was able to make it. Have with us Gloria Sunday. She's a teacher. Hello, Gloria. Also, Dugalpi is with us. He's an advocate for peace. Greetings, Dugalpi. And Shalom Adedeji, who is a content writer. We're happy to have you here, Shalom. Dear friends, welcome to our live conversation. It's a great pleasure to see you all here today.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure too.
Thank you. First, before we start, I'd like to tell our viewers how they too can be a part of our broadcast. We welcome everyone to join our live conversation. Please feel free to leave your comments in our YouTube channel chat. Share and invite your friends. And of course, we welcome any questions you may have. At the end of our program, we will try to answer some of them. And now we'd like to see some pictures from Nigeria and get acquainted with this beautiful country.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we cannot see the pictures, so having a little technical, oh, here they are.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Lots of yummy food and beautiful scenery. And we actually, we've had another guest who just joined us, Ebere. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Thank you very much.
Iduanhe, would you like to ask our guest the first question? I think we've lost it. We don't hear a lot of connection issues. But since our topic today is what is a creative society, Ebere, can you please describe what a creative society means for you? What kind of society would you and your family feel comfortable, secure, and happy in?
Okay. For me, creative society should be a peaceful society. I would love a creative society that my family and I can have access to expressing our talents, our gifts, being happy, and
If she's able to come back to Dugalpi,
of course, being there for one another. Sorry? Yeah, so being there for one another. Of course, if it's creative, it's peaceful. If it's creative, it is exciting. If it's creative, it is being there for one another. If it's creative, of course, it's being healthy. You know, and we all can be happy. You know, my family and I, everyone around, you know, in that environment.
Sorry, some of our guests are still having technical issues. I would like to pose the same question to Dugalpi. What is a creative society? How do you envision creative society where everyone's happy?
Yeah. All right. Thank you again. So for me, creative society would mean a society where there is that possibility or avenue for humans to flourish to their fullest capacity. So it should be where people can feel the safety to be able to express that full potential of themselves, not minding the location or that you are in any particular region or whatever part of the world. As just being a human being, you should have a safe environment that would encourage you, that would promote you to be your best self. And then we'll be able to tolerate each other. Rather than seeing our differences as a negative, we're going to see our differences more of a rich, to see it more as a rich factor. Yeah. So for me, that would be what a creative society should be.
Sticky mouse.
Gloria, and how do you see, what kind of society would you and your family be happy living in?
Okay, thank you, Ma. I think my own idea about a creative society, the society I wish I and my family would live in, should be a society where people are treated with equality. No differences, people are treated equally, both genderly differences, no gender differences, people are treated with equal mind. And I also want a society where people are not scared, where people are well secured, where there will be no fear of one another. I also want a society where the health facility is standard, whereby anytime we have any health issue, we are sure that our hospitals and the facilities we have can take care of our health issues. And I also want a society whereby people are at peace with one another. People can share their initiative. People can share things, their talent, and so on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So Ebere was not able to come back. I saw her for a second, but then she went off again. So we'll go on and ask Shalom. Shalom, how do you envision a creative society that you and everyone in the world would be happy living in?
Okay, according to what Dugalpi have said and the other guests, I envision a society where everything is peaceful, where everyone is loved, where there's no how like it is, there's no gender differences. That's the kind of society I envision.
Great, great, great. And Aduanhe, are you able to answer the same question? Would you like to question? I don't know if he has the connection to do so. Yeah, good. Okay, so great. Now let me ask, the next question is, these are very interesting answers, really appreciated. Dugalpi, you are an advocate for peace. You have a bachelor's degree in law and politics and a master's in peace studies. What will creative society be like when there's peace all around the world?
Yeah, so again, peace is what is going to give that full potential for human existence, I guess. For what, that is what the world, if there is peace, in the truest sense of what it is, the world is going to be, I mean, an environment, again, where human beings, now trying to paint the picture of what I expect with, if there is peace, what the environment is going to be like. Yeah, so it means that wherever you are, wherever you are located in the world, wherever differences we see in ourselves, this would not necessarily make you feel less of yourself, but rather kind of would see us maybe seeing the uniqueness rather than the differences. It's going to come off as more of our uniqueness in the pot, so that it means that this person knows that knows the strength of, we know the strength of each other, and we can collectively be able to harness this uniqueness and then be able to flourish to make not just ourselves better, but our environment and each other as well. Thank you.
Great answer. Thank you so much. Gloria, you are a teacher. Tell us a little bit about your work and what inspires you to work as a teacher. And how do you see education and creative society also?
Thank you. I think teaching is something that is in me. I started teaching at the early age of 8. I teach my younger ones. Teaching is a part of me, and I see teaching as a teacher. Then what they need, you are giving, you are impacting lives, you are building life, you are building a generation, you are building a nation as a teacher. So this is what inspired me to be a teacher, and I love my job as a teacher. I love teaching, because through teaching you can be able to educate people. You can also be able to inform people. You can be able also to impact them, to be able to tell them about differences and all that. You can even be able to pass a message of love to people through teaching. And as a creative society, what I envisage for a creative society in the aspect of teaching, that in our society, we should have a good standard education, where every child, no child is dull. Teachers will be interested and inspired to teach a child. for them to be able to learn. So that I envisage a society where education is given a very, very big importance, whereby our educational standard can be able to bring the new generation. They'll be able to learn and do better than we are.
Yes, thank you. And also, Shalom, I know you are inspired by teaching also, and I would like to find out from you what kind of social conditions will we have in the creative society for children? What will it look like for children?
Okay, thanks for the question. The kind of society I envisage in a creative society is a place of collaborative learning, where students learn together in groups, a kind of peer-to-peer evaluation. That's the kind of education I envisage in a creative society, where a teacher comes to the class, divide different students into groups, and then it gives them an assignment, gives them a classwork to work among themselves. And then if I don't understand something, my same member, my group mates, okay, will put me through. And then if she don't understand something, I will put her through. That's the kind of education system I envisage, a kind of collaboration in learning.
Great, thank you so much. I do, Anhe, are you with us? Can we ask you to comment on what maybe healthcare would be like in a creative society? If you can hear us? No, okay. Anyways, thank you, all the guests. I really appreciate your sincere, amazing answers. There are 8 foundations of the Creative Society that are described on the Allatraunites website. You can see it on your screens right now, and they are human life, human freedom, safety, transparency and openness of information for all, creative ideology, development of personality, and equality, and self-governing society. Dugalpi, would you pick one of those and comment on it, whichever foundation seems the most, speaks to you the most? If you can pick a comment, please.
Yeah, so again, thank you for that. So, I mean, for me, all the 8 foundations are kind of unique in a way, but the one I think that speaks to me particularly, I will have to pick the idea of human life. Yeah, so by human life, I feel our existence as human beings kind of revolves around the idea of our life, okay, the purpose of our life. So this should be a significant aspect that every other human needs to kind of appreciate and also needs to secure. So because if we do not kind of have value to what a human life is, then I think that is where we begin to have issues in our community, in our society. You begin to see where the dignity of that human person is being tarnished because we do not come to understand what the life of another human being is. So again, this can be related into can mean different things, or can be related into different scenarios. But I feel this as a foundation, as one of the foundations. It's really critical in the development and continuity of not just the human existence, but also of our when dealing with our interaction as humans, trying to focus on our
What do you say?
yeah. So this particular foundation, what every other human being existing or living throughout this world needs to come to understand that and pay attention to it, because this is what keeps us going, and this is what we need to highlight and appreciate within ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Dugalpi. If we could ask all the guests please to turn their microphones off if they're not speaking, they're creating some interference for the speaker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Gloria, what about you? What foundation resonates for you? Can you comment on it, please?
Thank you very much, Ma, for the question. I think if I must say, the whole foundation, the H Foundation, they are very special and unique. They are all important and great. But I would like to talk about the human life as well. You know, when we talk about the human life, if you don't value the life of a human, there is no way you'll be able to impact or be creative in a society. But when you value the human life, it's from valuing the human life that you'll be able to love. You'll be able to love others. You'll be able to know that this person is in need and needs to be attended to, that I can be able to meet the need of this person. I can be able to meet the need, if I can be able to meet the need of this person without leaving the person to suffer. If you value a human life, that is when you'll be able to stay at peace with the other. You not think of evil or against another. Able to preserve the life, you'll be able to do everything to be at.
No, opening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, Gloria, thank you. We just, yeah. Can hear you, thank you.
Thank you.
Ebere, since you have your microphone on, would you be able to choose one of the foundations also, and if you'd like, I can repeat them again. So we have human life, human freedom, human safety, transparency and openness of information for all, the creative ecology, development of personality, justice and equality, and self-governing society. Would you pick one that resonates for you and comment on it, please?
Okay. Okay, yeah, looking at the all these, they are wonderful, but then okay, I think I would like to pick the development of personality, because development of personality, of course, it's what we need individually. We need to develop ourselves. We need our self-development. And that's where we can really express our talents, our gifts, because we are all creative. Everyone, we're all creative. And so we need to develop that talent in us. We need to develop our talents and our gifts, because our gift is natural. Is naturally endowed. So if we have that access to express it, because some are gifted, we're all gifted in different areas. Some are gifted in the area of IT, some in talk about, there's so many skills. Some are created or gifted to be doctors, some are gifted to be lawyers, some are gifted to be nurses, some are gifted to be so different like that. We are all gifted. And so if we can develop our talents, our gifts individually, having that environment where we can develop ourselves, we can develop our talents, the ability in us, self-development, I think we can have a better society. And of course, be there for each other.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shalom. Same question for you. Would you pick a foundation and tell us your thoughts on it, please?
Okay. Actually, the all eight are great, especially human life, since everything is embedded under human life. Because without a human alive, you can't have the rest of these fundamental foundations of creative society. But I want to talk on human freedom, where I envision a society where people are free to express their opinion. The press are free to express their view. A place where I can come out and say, okay, this is my own view on something, and no one will counter my opinion. That's what I say.
Thank you. And Eduange, would you like to pick one foundation and comment on it if you're able to? Just need to turn on your microphone, please, so we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much for this question. The last time we met, I picked human life. And today I want to pick the creative ideology.
Ideology?
Oh, yes. Now there is every tendency that humans have their own qualitative impact, and they can render same to other people around. Now, with a creative ideology, things will change. Things are not going to follow a particular format, because when we say creative ideology, we mean that tendency of making things to be new, making things another way around, making things using other concepts, and making things using every other available tools and knowledge about the particular thing. And sometimes people might not really want to key into it, but I see that to be able to build a creative society, creative ideology is needed. For example, if somebody is good at writing, another person is good at acting. Now, for one to come out to say that it is only good for one to write and not act is going to distort the peace we are supposed to have in a creative society. But if somebody, according to professionalism and the availability of skill and talent, can act and the other can write. For example, we have people who are very good at teaching others and impacting knowledge, and others who are very good at making concepts and making things to materialize. So if a creative ideology is embraced, a creative society will be a very wonderful place for one to live in.
That's great. Thank you very much, all the guests, for the amazing conversation today. And thank you, dear viewers. I have one last question for all of our guests. Would you live in a creative society? Anybody is welcome to answer.
Sorry, say that again.
Would you like to live in a creative society?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we as myself and the other speakers have said, given their own idea of what creative society is, I feel that's, for me, it's where it would give that background or environment for human beings to flourish. So yes.
I would love to live in a creative society also. Thank you all for joining us today. If you or your friends or anyone viewing this would like to be guests at a future live conversation, please send an email to info@allatraunites.com. And to join the creative projects of the Allatraunites Public Movement, please visit the website, Allatraunites.com, where you will see the red button, Join. All you have to do is click on it, fill out a very simple form, and you can also explore additional information about the 8 foundations of the Creative Society and stages building it. And you can participate in conversations on ALLATRA Radio or send your ideas of Creative Society to info@allatraunites.com. And please share our broadcasts and social networks using these 2 hashtags, hashtag Creative Society and hashtag ALLATRAunites. Leave your comments below the video and join the 6 Handshakes initiative. After all, the more people find out about the possibility of living in a creative society, the faster we can begin to make it happen. After all, if not us, then who? Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you all again on ALLATRA TV Africa very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.